Back to that first alert weather, we were seeing those fluffy clouds out there, but we got video of what things looked like earlier in the day. Heavy rain here in Rancho Cordova. Some people trying to brave it. Other people maybe just got caught in it like me. I was out taking a walk, beautiful in East Sac 1 second, and then just downpour the next. We even got hail over there in East Sac as well.
Yeah, we got small hail ranging up to some larger hail once you got closer to the foothills and mountains. But today has been a busy day for all of us. You know, you're catching either, a few raindrops here to heavier rain somewhere else. And then even some severe thunderstorms have been popping up as well. So we're still not done with it. We still do have showers, thunderstorms out there this evening. But as we take a look at our rain report so far, I did cherry pick a few locations. Grass Valley at the top of the list with over 2 inches picked up from this storm system alone. Placerville is getting very close to the 2-inch mark. Around Modesto, just over a ½ inch, sitting right now at 0.60 inches, and even around Sac McClellan Airfield, just over 0.41 inches. So some really good rain totals, but we are still busy. Right now, we are still watching a severe thunderstorm warning just to the north of Sacramento, Yuba City, sitting across portions of Butte, Tehama counties. Out there with this storm, it is producing some larger hail, some gusty winds, and some very heavy rain. Just to the southeast, a thunderstorm now moving into portions of Nevada County and starting to stretch its way closer to Sierra County, turning into snow once it hits about 4,500 feet in elevation. Storms out there this afternoon have been producing very heavy rain, some pea-sized hail to even quarter-sized hail at times, and we have seen some larger hail up to about 1 inch in diameter. Off to the south around Auburn, and even as you get closer to Forest Hill, still some heavy rain pockets still falling right now. And from Lodi all the way to Paloma, once you get closer to Valley Springs, some heavy rain, all thanks to a line of thunderstorms that we're continuing to watch, producing some lightning strikes. Right now we're seeing about 9 lightning strikes. As we take a look a bit further south, this is new to Hunter. We've got another tornado warning that has been reissued across portions of the southeast Stanislaus County region. And this is right around Hickman, Turlock, just to the southeast as you get closer to Tuolumne counties. Now we're going to stay with you as this is brand new to me, just got issued, and this will continue until 5:30. We are seeing hail size upwards about 0.75 inches, so very close to that inch mark. Some heavy rain coming down, gusty winds as well. Now we're going to continue to stay with you. I'm going to actually go to my computer right now, Hunter, but we're right on top of this because we just saw one earlier right around 3:30 this afternoon. So Hunter, what can you say to people that, again, you're from Texas, you've seen a lot of these. Absolutely. What can you say to people that are right now in that area? All
right, so let's talk about what the most immediate thing is for people who find themselves in this sphere right now of severe weather. You need to be getting to your safe place, as we call it. Know where you need to go. So we're talking a small windowless room inside your home with no exterior outward facing walls. So again, very important to be calmly getting to that location. And this is something too, Ashley, that we know not only is it in this immediate area, but if you've got friends or family that are maybe traveling in that area, we're talking about that 5 o'clock busy commute, knowing what to do if you're in a car. It's time to safely pull over, maybe call your loved ones, tell them to get to the nearest gas station, the nearest shopping center, to get inside, because right now the most important thing that you can be doing is getting out of your car. You cannot outrun a tornado. You cannot outdrive a tornado. The most important thing to do is to get off of the road, get inside of a building, and do not park underneath any of those overpasses, no matter how sturdy it may be looking, or of course any trees. Again, that's another really dangerous situation to be put in, and get out of a mobile home if you happen to be there, if you can safely do so. Now, if you cannot, the most important thing, Ashley, is to get inside, get into that safe space, and cover your head.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm getting some more information. This is happening right around 4:48. It was issued a severe thunderstorm warning. Capable of producing a tornado, was located over Hickman. That's about 8 miles northeast of Turlock, and this cell is moving at a rate of about 20 miles per hour eastward. So again, this is possible of a tornado. We haven't seen the report saying that we've seen a funnel cloud in that area, but please make sure that you go inside. Make sure you find somewhere inside of your home that is away from windows, exterior walls. Just make sure are to please go inside. If you're outside right now, call your friends and loved ones who live in southeast Stanislaus County. Again, this storm system is, or the cell, excuse me, is moving to the north right now, the northeast, about 20 miles per hour. So getting very close to Tuolumne counties, and that's why that warning is extended into Tuolumne County. So right over Waterford, LaGrange, getting close to the Don Pedro Reservoir. So Hunter, this is right where we saw it earlier too. So this area very active right now and has been active through this afternoon. All thanks to those peaks of sunshine. That's what's been really fueling these severe thunderstorms so far this afternoon. I do want to turn on one thing. So Hunter, I know that you've been giving really good advice so far today to viewers about what they need to look out for, what they should be watching for. So what's something else that you could probably give for advice-wise of what they should be looking for?
Well, let's break down why exactly the National Weather Service is issuing that tornado warning, because I think for people who haven't gone through something like this before, this can be very scary. It can be very unknown. So let's tell you what exactly that criteria is, because the National Weather Service, of course, has very specific criteria. So when it comes to these tornado warnings, they have detected, the National Weather Service, Doppler radar reported on the ground, or they have reliable sources. Like earlier, we saw that funnel cloud. There was an actual photograph of the danger that they were looking at here to be able to say, yes, this is an issue. This is what we're seeing. And this is why we are saying that you need to be getting to that windowless, small interior room. Again, there are a number of evenings I spent with a mattress over my head, because sometimes that was the safest thing to do. If there is debris flying, you need to be away from the windows. So we're talking, this is not the time to get your phone out. This is not the time to be taking those videos. This is the time to be getting your dogs, getting any animals that may be outside, and safely be returning to that interior room. Actually, important to note here too that this is not just that immediate area, but those surrounding areas. You are tracking so closely where this is going. So step people through. I mean, what do they need to be watching out for, and where is this moving if people have friends and family in the area?
So again, this is across portions of southeast Stanislaus County. So there we go. My mic's back on. But right now, Stanislaus County, you're the ones underneath this southeast as you get further east of Turlock and Denair. So as we zoom in a bit closer, you can see that warning still east of Modesto. Hickman sitting across Hickman right now, east of Turlock, and then traveling up closer to Tuolumne counties, which is why they're under this warning as well. This tornado warning is going to continue until 5:30. So we have between now and 5:30 that you need to be checking on your loved ones. You need to be getting inside. You need to be getting away from any exterior walls and windows, finding a safe space in your home. A bathroom is a really good location, especially if it has no windows in it. Make sure you get in the bathtub, have something to cover your head in case there is any debris that is flying around and in case a tornado develops. Now, right now, we are seeing some signatures that there is some rotation in this area. So that is inbound, outbound winds that are creating that circular motion and giving the chance of a funnel cloud to develop. So that is why the National Weather Service has issued this. That is what we are keeping a very close eye on. But Hunter, it looks like it's in the exact same place it was earlier. So very close to Montpelier Road and even the South Hickman Road. So just near Waterford, now starting to see more lightning as well, especially across the far eastern shaft of this. So still inbound, outbound, giving it that circulation, giving it that rotation. Rotation has been indicated. So please make sure to get inside. Do not risk it for a photo. Do not risk it to get outside. Make sure you get some good video. Do not do it. Make sure you go inside. Keep yourself safe, because that's going to be the most important thing. But with these thunderstorms that have been moving through today, we have seen some heavy rain, very strong gusty winds too, and that is what we're seeing out of this system, or this cell, as it passes off to the north. Now this cell is moving to the northeast at a rate of 20 miles an hour. So getting closer to Tuolumne counties, getting closer to Don Pedro Reservoir. So if you do have any friends, any family that's heading up in that direction, give them a call. Let them know, hey, keep an eye to the sky, get somewhere safe, and make sure that you get indoors, because this is going to be passing through. I do want to run over to my computer one more time, but Hunter, can you give some more advice on what they should be looking out for?
Well, I'm looking to, I mean, if you're in the area of Hickman, this is a time for you to be getting your pets ready, getting indoors. Do not chance it. Do not risk yourself by getting outside outside, by leaving. You need to be getting indoors and getting ready to weather this, because again, we are in this until 5:30. So it is 4:57 right now. You've got over 30 minutes to be in this, what we are calling, uncertainty right now of potentially their rotation. It looks like maybe they've updated and allowed this, Ashley, to expire. That notice is off the screen. There it goes. It's back up.
There we go.
So again,
Yeah,
a very
really
actively
fast.
changing situation right now, and one that is going to take Ashley and meteorologists that you rely on to be tracking this where you need to be. LaGrange, you see there in that area of warning, but Waterford, Mount Pillier Road is what we were talking about earlier. But we saw the funnel cloud. There was a photograph that the first time this was issued around 3:30, so we know that there's just a really dangerous and active situation here right now in the area. You need to be getting indoors. You need to be getting away from those windows and making sure that you've got extra batteries, flashlights. Be prepared to lose power. This is another really, another element of this that you've got to think about here as we head into these overnight hours is staying with your local media. If you lose us on the television, you can get us online. We're always streaming on CBS13.com. So that is another way for you to get that information if you are in these areas that are going to be seeing this extend until 5:30. Again, a tornado warning.
Yeah, so I just wanted to change some views here so you guys have a better idea as to how this storm is moving, where it is moving to. So again, if you think about it, we're on the eastern edge of Stanislaus County right before it hits Tuolumne counties and even Mariposa counties as well. So Mariposa County, I could see you being added to this very soon as the cell starts to move off towards the northeast. But you've got Don Pedro Reservoir right here. So if you do have any loved ones that are going to be going out to the reservoir for any recreating tonight or even this evening, give them a call, let them know, hey, this is what's happening right now. But this tornado warning is going to continue until 5:30. Right now for Stanislaus County, Tuolumne counties, the far eastern portion of Stanislaus County, and as you get further to the western portion of Tuolumne County. So we are keeping an eye on this storm, of course, as it continues to move off towards the northeast. We've got Warnerville, we've got LaGrange included. Just a bit further east of that, we've got Chinese Camp right now seeing some heavy rain across portions of Highway 108. Coulterville, you're not far from the rain, but it'll sure be hitting you here very soon. Barrett seeing some light rain right now, but our heaviest rain just to the north of you and a bit further west as well. Knights Ferry just south of where you're at, Warnerville, and still seeing some heavy pockets of rain right there. But we have seen the indication that we are seeing some rotation out of this cell. So that could be possible in creating a tornado, creating a funnel cloud like we saw earlier this afternoon in a very similar location right off Mount Pillier Road. So as we take a look at things a little bit wider out, again, Modesto, you're in the clear. Oakdale, also in the clear. Turlock, you're in the clear. But if you look off towards the east, you can probably see those dark storm clouds and even some rain still lingering from this cell. I want to take you guys out with a live view of Modesto. We have pointed our camera eastward so you guys just see those dark skies. Of course, this isn't showing the exact area where this tornado warning is, but it gives you a picture of that severe weather is still moving through, active weather still moving through, and we still have the chance of these strong cells developing through the rest of this evening. So we need to keep an eye out to the sky. We need to make sure that we're staying safe. And for those of you that are underneath this tornado warning, you need to make sure you're getting inside, you're getting to a safe location, you're away from any exterior walls, windows, and make sure you're getting something over your head to make sure that if your roof does come collapsing in or something does break through your window, you've got a way of protecting yourself. But here's a look at what we are seeing. So as meteorologists, we look for something inbound and outbound winds. So velocity showing that rotation. So you've got wind that's traveling this way, another wind that's going this way, and it creates that rotation. Along with that, lightning strikes as well. We've seen several out of this cell, especially as you get closer to Mount Pillier Road and even South Hickman Road. And that's really what the National Weather Service has been keeping a close eye on out of these cells that have been passing through, is if we see any indication of that rotation, that's what we're watching out for. Hunter, do you have any new information?
Well, we just want to let people know too that Ashley, you've been doing such a good job of predicting exactly where this is going, how quickly it's moving. If you're joining us here for the CBS 13 News at 5 o'clock, as Ashley said, we're tracking this tornado warning in place until 5:30. You can see there Hickman, just northeast of Turlock. If you are in the area, remaining calm Ashley, again, is going to stay with you on this until it expires. At this point, that is going to be at 5:30 p.m. But we are going to continue this on the CBS 13 News at 5 o'clock to track this and make sure that you have all the information that you need. Of course, staying calm, making sure that you have all the things you need, that your pets have been taken inside. Ashley's updating her maps right now, making sure that we've got the very latest. But again, this tornado warning means that the National Weather Service, either by radar or by having substantial evidence on the ground, maybe a photograph. It was earlier in the day in this exact location. We saw a funnel cloud that was detected. Somebody sent us a picture of that. So that's what they're going to be doing right now. But this is going to be the moment that you need to take action. This is not a tornado watch, which means the conditions are right and that you should be aware of rapidly changing situation that could lead to a tornado warning. This tornado warning means that there is an immediate threat for those who are in this area we've got mapped out for you on your screen. You need to be in a safe place, know where you can go. If you are in a mobile home and you can safely do so, which means that you are not in active danger, you need to be getting to a home where there is more protection, where there is a more stable place for you to be with these strong winds moving through. Also important to note, if you are driving, to get out of your car, you need to be able to have a safe place to go as well. So we're talking a grocery store, a gas station, both options, if you can safely do so, where you cannot be in that vehicle, because we know that vehicles can be tossed around by the strength of these winds, and that can be a really dangerous situation as well. So again, if you're in this portion of Stanislaus and Tuolumne counties, we need to be having that plan in place. We need to be making sure that we've got the steps to take, Ashley, to keep your family and yourself safe.
And I want to give you some context too. The National Weather Service first spotted this rotation happening right around 4:48. So that's when they saw it and they got right onto it when issuing that tornado warning. And that's something we look out for. If we do see any rotation at all, if we do get a viewer that calls in that's like, hey, we do see a funnel cloud, it's happening right now, we take all of that into account. And if the conditions are right, that's when we alert you to let you know that, hey, this isn't a false situation. This is happening right now. So a tornado warning, again, issued until 5:30 across portions of Stanislaus County, the eastern edge of it, and as you get closer to Tuolumne counties on the western edge of it. I will expect Mariposa to be included in this as well. So we are keeping a very close eye on this situation. This is a very rural area, which is some good news. But then again, you still do have people that live out in these homes way out in the countryside, and they may be outside tending to their yards. So if you do have any friends, family members that do live in this area, please make sure to call them, let them know to get inside and get somewhere safe. But we are seeing some heavy rain coming out of this thunderstorm that's moving through. Again, this storm tracking off to the northeast at a rate of 20 miles an hour. So as you look past that warning, Blanchard, Coulterville, areas right around the Don Pedro Reservoir, you're going to be seeing this very soon. So please make sure to take the actions now to get somewhere safe. And we are seeing this cell also producing some very large hail as well, upwards of about 3/4 of an inch. So please make sure that you're getting somewhere safe. Don't worry about getting the perfect photo. Don't worry about your car right now. It's all about keeping yourself safe and protected as this continues to move through. But I want to show you another view of what we're seeing. So again, Modesto, Oakdale, you're doing okay. You're staying out of this. It's areas like Waterford, Montpelier, as you get closer to LaGrange, Warnerville, getting very close to 108. So along 108, especially near Chinese camp, you're probably seeing that heavy rain coming down. That is all associated with this thunderstorm as it continues to pass through. But for areas, again, bit further west in Stanislaus County, you're in the clear. A few showers, you're probably even seeing some sunshine at points. But for areas further east in Stanislaus County, a completely different story. This tornado warning, again, staying up until 5:30. We're going to make sure to stay with you. And we did have a tornado warning earlier in this region. So we are keeping a very close eye on it. Again, the conditions are just favorable with those peaks of sunshine we got today, with this storm system passing through. It's made the atmosphere very unstable, and that's what's creating this rotation, creating this severe weather that is passing through right now. So I'll toss it back to Hunter. Hunter, do you have anything else to add?
We're trying to confirm some details here that we're getting into our newsroom in the area of Escalon. We're going to wait, I believe, to report that. We've got a reporter on the scene or headed to the scene to check in on those reports. But let's talk about some of the threats that we're seeing in this specific area here. We've got, of course, radar indicated rotation is what I am hearing from the National Weather Service, Ashley. So, of course, we want to make sure that that's something that you are also hearing. But again, reading off of what we're seeing from the National Weather Service, those threats are going to be flying debris. Mobile homes will be damaged. So if you are in a mobile home, you heard me talking about that earlier, if you can safely move to a safer location, that is going to be your best option as we see this extend for over until 5:30. So we've still got some time here that we're going to be in this level of danger. But that thunderstorm that's around this area can also be very, very dangerous. So it's just not the tornado warning. Steve is here as well with me as we continue with this coverage.
And a couple of breaking updates. We do actually have a couple of funnel cloud pictures just into our newsroom right now. One of them I know is located in Mariposa, which I believe might be the eastern area of where this tornado warning has been issued. But you can see a funnel cloud there. This extreme weather is all over our area, our foothill area. So the tornado warning, just part of this extreme weather, of course, and we're going to be staying on top of that for the next 22 minutes until that is set to expire. But you're looking right now at this picture that just came into our newsroom. So this is a funnel cloud, something that we're familiar with seeing in this area. And it's just a matter of whether or not that funnel cloud were to touch down to make it a tornado. Then this picture, a separate video taken in Turlock. So those are two separate funnel clouds, okay?
From earlier today, I want to make sure that we're clarifying that, as that these images that you're seeing are from earlier today, but this will be possible with this same cell that's passing overhead right now. So, of course, we did get some images out of that last one, but with this one, don't risk it for the photo. So I want to talk back about the rotation. So as Hunter mentioned, you know, that's something the National Weather Service looks out for. That's something we look out for here as well. We look for that rotation in those inner cells as these thunderstorms develop. We look for these inbound and outbound winds. As the two merge together, you've got one direction going this way, it creates a shear, and that is basically a friction that's happening in the upper levels of the atmosphere, creating strong instability, but also creating that rotation, which is able to produce these funnel clouds. So as we take a look this just to the east of Montpelier Road, oh, and there we go, the warning just shifted a little bit further east as that storm continues to move to the northeast. We are still seeing some lightning strikes happening in that area. That is still showing signs of unstable atmosphere and also still showing signs of that rotation, that friction that's happening in the upper levels of the atmosphere. This tornado warning again across eastern portions of Stanislaus County, starting to move into Tuolumne counties and may even extend into portions of Mariposa County, although it's not listed here on your screen. Hail size has been detected upwards about 3/4 of an inch. So that is some larger hail. So please make sure that you're going inside. Go into your home. Do not risk it. Do not stay outside as this passes through. But you can see, Hickman, you were in it, now out of it, but still please keep an eye to the sky as this continues to pass through. Turlock, you're still staying out of it as well as this storm is now to the east of you. As we zoom in even more, Chinese Camp still seeing some heavy rain. Blanchard, you're about to see some heavy rain here very soon. LaGrange getting the bulk of it as that system continues to pass off to the northeast. Don Pedro Reservoir right here. Again, if you do have any loved ones, any family members that are in this area, please make sure that they know that this is headed their direction. I do want to show you Barrett. You're about to see it extended into your area as well. Heavy rain, gusty winds. We have seen some gusts today, upwards about 50 miles per hour. So that's what we're keeping an eye out for. That's going to really sweep up that debris if we do see any rotation, and that's going to carry it. So damaging wind gusts. Merced Falls, you've also been included, Snelling as well. So this thunderstorm is still developing. It still has a lot of energy with it, and that's what we're keeping a very close eye on as that warning continues to shift off to the northeast. This storm moving off to the northeast at a rate of 20 miles an hour. So although it is a slower moving cell, it's still, you need to make precautions. You need to make the moves now to get yourself somewhere safe.